Hello again, this is Shamina Taylor. On my channel, we talk about wealth creation, we talk about creating a reality, manifesting, money, wealth consciousness, emotional mastery, and today we're going to talk about a scarcity mindset versus an abundant mindset. Everybody's looking for more abundance, right? More money. How do we get more money? How do I call it in? They think it's something that really they have to do. Actually, it's more of a being energy. I'm going to break it down to you today. What you need to do is probably go get a pen and piece of paper and start taking some notes, because you're going to start seeing, wait, am I doing that? Am I doing this? I'm going to lay them out and you're going to see that, wow, maybe there's something here that I've been doing on a regular basis. My mindset has been going down this road. And here we are. Oh, I didn't even know I was doing that. So stay tuned. Now, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, because listen, there's something that I know really well about, and that's wealth and money. If you want to know more about that and how to manifest it, create it, this is the channel for you. You can apply this to your personal life and your business and watch everything grow. Okay, when you're thinking about scarcity, and you're in abundance, there are simple steps and simple shifts in your mindset that you can do to take you out of scarcity, lack, into abundance, which I would say is called overflow. Now, you sometimes are talking to people and you'll start seeing it and hearing it in how people behave. Maybe you might have told somebody some good news and the first thing they do is come up and say, oh, well, what about this? And all of a sudden they've got a negative comment. This person now is not living in this limitless wealth because they believe because something good happened to you, it took away from them. So a scarcity mindset believes there's limits. They believe that there is a cap on things. So if one person gets something, basically it's taking away from them. You know, if you ever asked a girl like, hey, I love your shoes, where did you get them from? Someone in abundance would be like, oh girl, I got it from here. Here's what it is. A girl that's in scarcity won't share that information. Why? Because she feels if you get it too, guess what? It's going to take away from her. You just don't know where all these little nuances are. And sometimes this information might make you go like, oh, that could be me. It could be. Again, there's a way to shift, because say that belief system's coming up, guess what? It's blocking you from all the things that you could be creating in your life by realizing that you're doing it, and then make a shift in another direction. With scarcity mindset, they believe things are running out. They believe that there is not going to be enough for everybody. But if you started to adopt an abundance mindset, which helped me actually go from zero and make $1 million, really what I'm going to teach you about. If you start looking at, there is no limits. It's an overflow. I have a saying, you're going to hear it in all my videos, more is coming. If you believe that there's an overflow, then you believe there's more than enough for everybody to go around. Theoretically, people will be like, okay, you've got to save, you've got to conserve, because you just don't know what's going to happen. And you know what? In the real world, that's probably what people do. In my world, in the world of ridiculous wealth, abundance, and where the hell did that money come from? We don't think like that. We think like, there's more, there's more. There's more. There is no ceiling. There is no limitation. Stephen Covey talked about scarcity mindset in The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And in there, he talks about there being an infinite amount. There's a pie, right? It's infinite. So we've got this infinite pie. And if somebody takes a piece out of it, the person believes that that piece is gone. While there's going to be a gap, there's nothing left for them. This is how scarcity is set up. But if you can believe that this pie is always regenerating, it's always renewing, there's always more, it's overflowing, and guess what? You can take, she can take, we can all have something of it. So I like to adopt that there is so much more going on, there's an overflow. A scarcity mindset always looks at what's missing. Just like I talked about in the beginning of this video. Again, if you haven't subscribed, click below, leave me a comment, talk about how this shifted you. I'd love to hear about it. I like engaging with you guys, and I do believe that one little millimeter shift can change the way you think and see about things. So the scarcity mindset looks at what's missing. They have actually a pretty pessimistic, negative attitude. They look at what can't be done. They like to live in the parameters of what they can see. being in this, what I call the quantum field, the infinite possibilities, what's out there, they don't see that. And again, if you are congratulating, if you have something good happen to you, a person in abundance is going to congratulate you. A person who's in scarcity won't. This goes for like your Facebook posts. You know, when you make a post on Facebook and you see people who might have saw it and said, oh, I saw your post, but they didn't like it. Or they just gave it a like, they didn't give it the love, because how dare they give it a love? Guess what? That's a sign of somebody who's in a scarcity mindset. Because how dare I love you? How dare I give you this praise on your post? Because that means if I show you some love, it's going to take away from me. Really check in. You'll see how the scarcity stuff shows up everywhere. The skeptic, I don't know how they did that. They've got to be cheating. There's no way that's possible. The abundance, oh, she did it, I can do it. Oh, it's possible. That means it's possible for me. Scarcity mindset, there's no good men. There's no good jobs. There's no good anything. It's basically nothing's available. Now, how do you start thinking about that in a different way? Now, if you get into an abundance thinking mindset, guess what? You're going to signal to the universe, I'm full. It's runneth over. I have so much abundance in my life. Give me more. But if you look at what's missing and you're pretty critical, or you're always looking at the limits, guess what? You're going to attract that. That's where you're going to be capped in. An abundance thinker would be like, oh, this is happening for me. This is happening for me to grow, for me to expand, even if it's something that feels super uncomfortable. Scarcity, oh, it's happening to me. There's a lot of victimhood, the blame. How dare you do that to me? Their sob stories are always going on and on. Do you know what so-and-so did to me? I can't believe that person did that to me. There it is. The scarcity. We all aren't perfect, right? We're growing. But when you consistently hear that, I see that pattern in people. I can guarantee you, I can look at their money in their bank account. It shows up that way. Or if they are making money, they could be making 10 times more if they shifted that belief. Now, in a scarcity, you'll always put a ceiling. Play it safe. An abundance, okay, there is no limit. They go all in. Like, I'm going to take this and I'm going to basically risk it. I'm going to go and see what happens, see what I can do. Scarcity, okay, I can't. This is too much. I need to know all of the things. I have to have all the answers. I need to have everything planned out. It has to be laid out, or else I've got to control everything. Abundance believes in magic, believes in faith, believes in everything's going to work out. Scarcity, they are very, let's check this. They're not risk takers, really. They're always calculating the risk of doing something. They avoid anything that's carefree. Abundance, bigger, better, all in, right? So the thing about it is that somebody in abundance is going to trust that more money's coming. Somebody in scarcity is going to fear money's going away. They're taking from me. Now, some of these beliefs that we have, they weren't ours. We picked them up ancestrally. We picked them up from our parents. Don't leave the lights on. Don't waste your money. Watch what you're doing. They start implanting this in us. So we now have it in our brains and in our bodies that, oh my gosh, everything I spend is going to go to waste. I don't make good decisions with money. Or you overthink or you overspend and then you worry. So just start with this video and seeing, do you have an abundant thinking mindset? Do you give? Are you a good tipper? Are you somebody that's like, oh, I'm not going to do that? Think about it. Are you in scarcity? Are you worried? Do you always complain there's not enough? Do you share your food? I mean, there's some food I don't like sharing. But if you don't believe that more is coming, then you must believe there's a limitation. And if you believe there's a limitation, well, guess what? You don't believe in the overflow of everybody having something. Okay, so what I want you to do, this is an exercise, so I take notes. I want you to keep a scarcity journal for the week, just 1 week. I know it sounds like a bit of work, but when you can identify where your scarcity mindset is coming up, it'll be there. I see mine sometimes in certain places and I have to work through them. So this is how you start increasing your abundance, knowing that more is coming. But if you sit there and let's say there's something is on sale, right? You get to the cash register and then it rings up regular price, or it rings up not the same price. I've seen people spend 1 to 2 hours arguing over $4, right? Something where they're arguing instead of just leaving the store with it. Just if you want it, go. But because there is a principle thing sometimes, but then there's sometimes like I can't give them that $4, but it's something you truly desire. I would invite you not to shop things on sale for a little bit. I'm not saying sales are bad, but if you want something, buy from desire. It shows an abundant state. If you're always looking for things on sale and that's the only time you shop, then maybe there's something that is telling you, I have to always be in this mindset of getting a deal. Getting a deal is amazing. I love deals, but it's not the only way, because if you truly believe there's a limitless world out there and there is an overflow and more is coming, you really start embodying that, and then more wealth comes to you. The moment that I made this shift, so much of my life changed. Abundance of clients, abundance of love, abundance of wealth, money, like all the things were coming in for me. I want that for you. I want you to feel what it feels like to be in abundance. It is a very, very clean, clear vibrational state. And you know what? When you're in this abundant state, more comes. It's crazy. So start seeing, am I in scarcity? Am I blaming people? Am I taking ownership? How am I operating? How am I showing up powerfully? What do I really feel? Do I feel like things are running out? Do I think there's a ceiling? Do I have a pessimistic attitude? You got to get real with yourself, because you know what? Nobody else is going to come in your head and get real for you. And you can say that that person's rich and you should have money, but guess what? What if you had money? What if you called it in and then they had it and everybody had it? Wouldn't that be amazing? If you like this video and you want to see more on money, wealth, manifesting, creation, let me know. Send me a message, drop it below, subscribe. I am absolutely so excited that you watched the whole video, and more is coming. I'm Shamina Taylor, and thanks for tuning in. Bye for now.